Next, we have our cellular slime molds, and they're cellular because they are haploid, but they actually do have cell walls in between their cells, so they're not just this mass of of slime with demarcation in between their cells. Uh, this says there's 65 species. I think there's more like 71. I'm not going to ask you that, but they they are called the social amoebas, and they're actually slime molds are cut into a couple of different phyla. I'm just giving you one. Acrasiomycota is probably the one that is the smallest. This one being the largest. So they live as individual haploid cells, and they move about as the as an amoeba would, and that's why they call them the social amoebas, because they are colonizers. They like to move into, they move independently, but they like to also live in colonies. Now they're going to creep over the ground, or they can swim in fresh water, and as they move, they are ingesting food. And here you can see what they look like. It's a little better picture of them. When food and water get scarce, they release a chemical, and the chemical attracts nearby cells. And so when they attract the nearby cells, they all stick together in this colony, and it's very dense, and they call it a pseudoplasmodium. Now, it's not a true plasmodium because the plasmodium belongs to the acellular slime molds. So it's a fake plasmodium. And this is what it really looks like. It looks like a slug. And they're individuals, they're individual cells, but they coordinate themselves into this colony that resembles this slug, and that does leave a slimy trail, excuse me, as it crawls along. Now, although the cells move as a unit, each cell is retaining its membrane and its identity. So this is the huge difference between an acellular and a cellular slime mold. All right, when the pseudoplasmodium settles, it forms fruiting bodies. Remember, the fruiting body is going to be what you see above the ground. The fruiting body will break open, it releases spores, and each spore, if the conditions are favorable, is going to grow into an amoeboid cell. And this just shows you within hours how that happens, but you're not going to see that on the test. All right, Dictylostelida is the phylum name. The common name is your cellular slime mold. It's unicellular, but sorry, it moves as this multicellular formation. The motility is by pseudopods. Their nutrition type, they're decomposers. And the genera, this isn't a true genus, but they call one of them, looks like dog vomit. I don't know if you've ever seen dog vomit where it's foamy, where it's sort of white and foamy, and that is not a slime mold, but one of the most common of this one looks like that, so that's why they call it the dog vomit slime mold.